Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. So today I'm going to get started on making this the bed on the 88 not so Fungway. Let me show you what I got going on. Alright, so this corner right here, I'm not very optimistic that I'll be able to pull it out, but I need to at least get back inside of here. I don't know that I can get you to see that. So I need to try to get this pulled out in order for me to be able to get this dent here started, because I think what I'm going to end up having to do is replace the entire panel up to about right here, and then this goes all the way out. So first things first, I got to pull off the bumper, and this thing's no joke. It's got a 1/4-inch steel plate on the bottom of it. Yeah, the mounting brackets, it's all 1/4-inch. Like, this thing's no joke. So I got it set up to where hopefully it doesn't fall on me, because that's gonna suck if it does. Anyway, I'm gonna get started. All right, so check this out. This is too good to not appreciate or share with you. Look at this. Dude. I mean, I guess it's not going nowhere. That's gonna suck to get off, though. No, maybe not. I mean, look at these booger welds. It's barely welded to the frame, but oh, look at this. So yeah, it's gonna suck to get rid of the weld material, but anyway, we'll keep going. All right, so this is what I got for my setup. I'm gonna give it a shot. We'll see if it'll work. I just need to pull this out. This is dented in, so this faces inward. You can see the crease right here, or the crown, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to hook up my come-along to that tree with a clamp, and we'll see if I can start pulling this out. And while I'm pulling it out, I'll see if maybe I can work the crown with some body hammers. Hopefully it'll work. Let's get to work. Alright, so that actually worked pretty dang good. That came out a lot. I mean, just 2 or 3 pulls on it. Now, it did break away from the weld right here, which is fine. So that actually worked out really good. Oh, I forgot I gotta take my taillight out before I bust it. So I'll get that done right now. Alright, so what we got now, just repositioning. Seeing if maybe, I'm hoping I can pull this out just a little bit more. I think we'll be pretty well good to go. I am gonna have to try to pull this out as well. So we'll see how that one goes. Alright, so this is actually working pretty good. But what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to go ahead and cut along and cut a chunk out, because this panel right here is starting to get in my way. So there's no way that I'll be able to pull the inside of the bed floor out without cutting this out. So I'll get started on that. Alright, so maybe now you can get a better look at it. This is the part that I need to try to straighten back out. Because I think once I get this out, then all of this will be a lot easier to work. And see, I started to straighten it here, right here, but I'm afraid that it's going to be a little bit too much. but I don't want to take the inside panel off. This end stake pocket, I don't want to take that off because I want to try to straighten this all out as one piece, if it's possible. If not, then I'll figure it out, but I'm going to try right now and see if I can't work this out. All right, so this is actually starting to work pretty good. I've got a little bit of a bend right in. It dips in, so it's almost like a little bit of a V shape. But it's pulled out quite a bit. It's actually working really quite well. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. So now I'm just going to reset and put it right there. All right, so I may have pulled it out just a little bit too far, but I'm gonna have to reset up my truck so that I can get up underneath here at a good angle, and hopefully I can get a clamp in there at a good enough angle where I can just get to pulling on that, and we should be good to go. So one more thing, since I have it here, I'm gonna see if I can start working this out a little bit. See what happens. All right, so as you can see from this angle, I mean that's just about usable. I still have to work this. I need to push this in, and I need to pull this out. But I still need to pull this out right here, if you look at this crease. So I have a feeling once I pull this out, then it'll make my life easier to try to get this to work back in. So we'll see. All right, so this was the tube that I had on the back there. Go take a look at that. Let's see what it looks like. Show you. So I think so on the camera it looks a lot worse than it actually is. There is still a crown there, and I'm going to work that out right now. But I mean, for the most part, this panel is basically usable. So I can pull this out now, and I mean, heck, at this rate, I might even be able to just put that panel back in. And I have a crack right here, so that'll have to be welded up regardless. But I do have a patch panel to go in its place, just in case I need it. But we'll see if I need it. We'll see. Alright, so check this out. This is where we're at right now. So I do still, yeah. I still need to work this in, work this out this way. But check this out, like that's actually usable. You can cover that up. So this is turning out pretty dang good. Something I should have done was I should grab my die grinder, blast all this paint off because it's screwing up my hammers. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. My phone died, so you missed a bunch of nothing really. So this is where I'm at so far. Just now, you got to proceed with caution. These are not the proper tools to do this. So my clamp just took a shit. It just popped, and this came back at me. So just make sure, you know, these clamps aren't designed for this kind of pressure. But I mean, look at that. Look at that. Man, I mean, I'm so close. I'm so close. Look at that. So I just need to get a couple more clamps. At least one. But see, I'm starting to go out the opposite direction. Let's see if I can get a better view from underside. There we go. So this is working out phenomenally, aside from that little mishap. But I was afraid that was going to happen. Well, I should say I knew that was going to happen, but just a word to the wise. All right, so this is, so far, this is where we're at. This is looking amazing. So right in here, See if I can get it for you. There's a little bit of a crack. It's pulling out. So I need to focus some energy right here in this area. See if I can't get this little nub out. Now, this part right here is starting to pull out this way. So I'm gonna have to start working this crown back in a little bit more right here, where this was the original crown right here, but when I started working it, it started to move a little bit over to here. So I need to start working this part right here as I'm pulling this, and I think this is gonna end up getting me where I want to go. So you can see right here, so it's starting to crown up a little bit right here. So you can tell that it's starting to roll out. So what I'm going to start doing now is I'll start working this crown a little bit more instead of right here, and then I'm going to put my clamp down here at the very bottom, and I'll start getting that. Alright, so this is where we're at now. So this looks amazing. Dipped in just a little bit right there, which is fine. But if you look at this, now I've got this all out of whack. So this whole thing needs to be pulled back over. Sorry about that, guys. I got friggin' neighbor's tree dudes. So anyway, now I'm gonna have to change it up for a different angle once again. So it's looking pretty dang good. It still looks like it might be pulling in a little bit more, but I got to put the tailgate on to find out just what direction it needs to go, because where the hell it go? Alright, so the taillight frame or bezel, whatever you want to call it, it fits in there pretty dang good. It looks like it's pretty straight. So now I need to put the tailgate on and see how that all fit up. So I'll be right back. Alright, so this is what we got. Tailgate's on. Here's our gap. It's not perfect, but it's livable. I think I'm going to take a crowbar and see if I can't pull this out some more. It needs to come out just a little bit more. And I think this, if I pry this way out here, then that will pull this out just a little bit, and then I think we'll be pretty close to what we need to get. I apologize for the chainsaw in the background, guys, but I tried waiting. They're gonna be a while. So anyway, let's get started on that. Alright, so this is what we're looking at now. See, now it's been pulled away. The gap, it's pretty even actually. Still a little bit narrow right here, but oh man, we've got that looking so nice. So nice. It is a little bit lumpy, but it's nothing that a little bit of body filler can't take care of. So now the piece that I cut out, let's see if I can get that straightened out. Alright, so check this out. We're getting very close here. We're getting really, really close. So, I haven't had to chop anything out of the way. But what I'm thinking is I need to start putting tacks across the top here. So put some tacks across here. See that gap opened up a little bit. So I'll start right here, go to the corner, and I think I need to, I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's not perfectly straight right there. So I'll just straighten that out with my hands right quick, and then I'll start tacking it into place. So I need to go back to the bench and take that paint off. But yeah, man, look at how good that's looking. Oh, dude. I thought there was no way I was saving this. So yeah, alright, so I'm gonna get it clamped into place, and then I'm gonna get started welding. So I picked these up right here. I've never used them, so I guess we'll find out if they work or not. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a couple tacks, put some tacks in right here, and then once I'm able to take these out, then I'll be able to manipulate this a little bit more, move it around, get the panel fed up a little bit better. But I want, cause see, this needs to be flat right here, and then once I have that together, then I can manipulate this and fit it up a little bit better. Now I haven't ground or cut any extra metal out. This is my initial cut. This is the exact initial cut when I first took this panel out. So it looks really good. The fit up is, I mean, I'm absolutely amazed at this. This has turned out amazing. So let me get some tacks put in, and then we'll continue the fit up. All right, so I got that tacked up into place. I think these things, there's too many complex angles for them to actually be able to hold it in place. So that was a huge pain in the ass. But if I had a MIG welder, well, I do have a MIG welder now. I got to get gas. I got to get a cart, that kind of stuff. And I don't know how to use it yet. But so yeah, you can see it'll fit up in there nicely. I just got to get up in there and tack it. Now, from all the hammering and all the shrinking and stretching and stuff, or it made it, excuse me, from all the hammering of bending it all back out, it made the material shrink and stretch. So up here it's thinner, so it's a lot harder to autogeneously weld it. So now that I have it into place, I can just kind of move it, manipulate it, form it, pull it out, and get it to fit perfect. So as I'm going along, I'm going to try to tack it. I'll just try to tack it into place as I go along. Maybe use my knee or something. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah. So this fit up is oh my gosh, this fit up's good. I like it. I like it a lot. So anyway, let's keep going. Alright, so I'm definitely not going to be getting famous for the welds, but it's all put in there. It looks pretty good. I had an issue right here. I couldn't get it lined up perfect, so it sticks out a little bit on the top. But I think I'll be able to cover that up with a little bit of filler. Aside from that, I mean, the rest of it turned out freaking really, 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 really good. So now I gotta grind the boogers off, and you know, we're trying to fill in the gaps and whatever. Man, that was some tough welding. But yeah, so now it's time to grind it all down and try to finish it up. All right, so it's the next day. I ran out of sunlight last night, so I couldn't really get a good light on it. But anyway, so right here, this kind of looks like crap. I had a bunch of warping, and I had to fill in the gap there. So right here, it pulled closer together, and then over here it opened up some more, and then down here it opened up more. I'm not totally in love with it, but I mean, all in all, I think it turned out really quite good. Doing it over again, I would have sharpened this corner right here. It doesn't have the dip, you know, that the factory one does. It's not quite as exaggerated like the other side. So from over here, you can see it doesn't quite match up. I mean, it turned out great, you know. And then right here, it dips in just a little bit. It's not too bad. A little bit of body filler. I think the camera exaggerates it a little bit. Let me find a straight edge real quick. Yeah, so that's actually a little bit worse than I was thinking, but you know, that's probably, I don't know. Well, I mean, this is three-quarter inch aluminum, so maybe an eighth of an inch. I mean, that's going to be on the far end, the high end of what you want to use with body filler, but all this stuff will turn out good. I might still end up just replacing the entire quarter. I mean, all in all, it doesn't look bad. You know, it's definitely it is a manageable repair, especially from what it was. So I'm going to put some primer on it. I won't be able to get back to it for a couple more days, but yeah, I'm not going to put any body filler on it right now. But I'm going to put the tailgate on, put some primer on it, and see what it looks like afterward. So that's it. That's the final product. So, like I said, I'm not in love with it, but this is the first time I did it. The biggest issue with the warping and the blending is from all the hammering, the steel got about as thin as tin foil. So welding it up was just a huge pain in the butt, and it had just this ridiculous tendency to warp. So, but I mean, all in all, I think it turned out really good, especially for my skill and the tools that I used. Here's the final body line with the bed on, or with the tailgate on. So you can see it's actually a pretty dang good body line. I mean, I'm happy with it. I'm not in love, but I'm happy with it. I'm not going to put any Bondo on it. I'm not going to fill it in because I'm not certain if I'm going to keep it. But I just, you know, I mean, if you look at this bed floor is just absolutely toast. So I'm going to end up having to cut it down to a 6 foot, and I'll just keep an eye out for a short bed. I think I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to end up doing, but you know, anyway. All right, so that's it for today. I won't be able to get back to it for a couple more days, but I'm happy with the way it turned out. I hope it helped somebody. If it did, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. I'd appreciate it. Thanks for watching.